Communication, the heartbeat of relationships. Relationships thrive on communication. It's the lifeblood that keeps them healthy and strong. Through communication, we express our love, share our thoughts and feelings, and navigate the ups and downs of life together. When communication breaks down, relationships suffer. Misunderstandings arise, resentment builds, and the emotional connection weakens. Imagine a garden. Without regular watering and care, the plants wither and die. Relationships are similar. Without open and honest communication, they struggle to survive. Just like plants need sunlight to grow, relationships need communication to flourish. Communication is the foundation of intimacy, trust, and understanding. Open communication fosters a safe space for vulnerability. It allows partners to share their fears, dreams, and insecurities without judgment. This vulnerability deepens the emotional connection and strengthens the bond between them. When couples can communicate effectively, they can work through challenges together and build a stronger, more resilient relationship. Communication is not just about talking, it's also about listening. Truly listening to your partner means paying attention to their words, body language, and tone of voice. It means seeking to understand their perspective, even if you don't agree with it. Active listening builds empathy and fosters a deeper connection. When words hurt, common communication pitfalls. Even with the best intentions, communication can go awry. Misunderstandings and misinterpretations can easily occur, leading to feelings of frustration and hurt. Certain communication patterns can damage relationships and create distance between partners. These patterns, if left unchecked, can erode the foundation of trust and intimacy. One common pitfall is criticism. Criticism goes beyond expressing a complaint or a need. It attacks the core of a person's character. Instead of addressing a specific behavior, criticism attacks the person's character. This can make the other person feel attacked and defensive. For example, instead of saying, "I feel hurt when you don't help with the dishes," a critical statement would be, "You're so lazy. You never help around here." This kind of language can be very damaging. Another destructive pattern is defensiveness. Defensiveness is a way of protecting oneself from perceived attacks, but it often escalates the conflict. When faced with criticism or complaints, defensive individuals deflect responsibility and blame their partner. This can make the other person feel unheard and invalidated. This creates a cycle of negativity and prevents any resolution. The more defensive one becomes, the less likely it is that the underlying issue will be addressed. For instance, if a partner complains about feeling neglected, a defensive response would be, "Well, you're always too busy with work to spend time with me." This shifts the blame and avoids addressing the real issue. Contempt, often considered the most damaging communication style, involves attacking your partner's sense of self with insults, sarcasm, or mockery. This behavior is toxic and can deeply hurt the other person. This disrespectful behavior erodes trust and creates a hostile environment. Over time, contempt can destroy the emotional connection between partners. Examples of contempt include eye-rolling, name-calling, and belittling comments. These actions convey a sense of superiority and disdain. Stonewalling, the final horseman, occurs when one partner withdraws from the conversation, both emotionally and physically. This can be a way of avoiding conflict, but it often makes things worse. They may refuse to engage, shut down, or walk away. This leaves the other partner feeling isolated and abandoned. This pattern signals emotional disengagement and can leave the other partner feeling abandoned and unheard. Over time, stonewalling can lead to a breakdown in communication and intimacy. Active listening, the key to understanding. Active listening is a powerful communication skill that involves fully focusing on and understanding your partner's message. It's not just about hearing the words they say, but about truly grasping the meaning behind those words. It goes beyond simply hearing their words. It's about being present, engaged, and empathetic. This means putting yourself in their shoes and trying to feel what they are feeling. Active listening fosters connection and helps resolve conflicts constructively. When both partners feel heard and understood, it becomes easier to find common ground and work through disagreements. To practice active listening, start by giving your partner your undivided attention. This means setting aside distractions like phones, TVs, or other interruptions. Put away distractions, make eye contact, and use open body language to show you're engaged. Open body language includes uncrossed arms, leaning slightly forward, and nodding occasionally to show you are following along. Focus on what they're saying, both verbally and non-verbally. This means paying attention to the words they use as well as their tone of voice and body language. Pay attention to their tone of voice, body language, and facial expressions. These nonverbal cues can provide important context and help you understand the full message. As your partner speaks, resist the urge to interrupt or offer solutions. Sometimes they just need to be heard and validated rather than having their problems solved immediately. Instead, listen attentively and try to understand their perspective. This means acknowledging their feelings and showing empathy. Use verbal cues like "I see," "Tell me more," or "I understand" to demonstrate that you're actively listening and encourage them to continue sharing. These phrases show that you are engaged and interested in what they have to say. Or "I understand" to demonstrate that you're actively listening and encourage them to continue sharing. This can help them feel more comfortable and open up even more. Once your partner has finished speaking, summarize what you've heard to ensure you understand their message correctly. This step is crucial because it shows that you have been paying attention and are making an effort to understand. You can say something like, "So what I'm hearing is that you feel frustrated because..." This helps clarify any misunderstandings and ensures you are both on the same page. Or "It sounds like you're feeling hurt because..." This not only shows that you are listening, but also that you care about their feelings. This step shows your partner that you're genuinely trying to understand their feelings. It builds trust and makes them feel valued and respected. Active listening takes practice, but the rewards are significant. The more you practice, the better you will become at it, and the more your relationship will benefit. By truly listening to your partner, you create a safe space for them to share their thoughts and feelings. This safe space is essential for building a strong, healthy relationship. This fosters intimacy, builds trust, and strengthens your emotional connection. When both partners feel heard and understood, the relationship becomes more resilient and fulfilling. Section 4. Speaking your truth, expressing yourself clearly. While active listening is crucial, it's equally important to express your thoughts and feelings clearly and respectfully. Speaking your truth means being honest about your needs, desires, and boundaries while remaining mindful of your partner's feelings. When expressing yourself, use I statements to convey your perspective without blaming or accusing your partner. For example, instead of saying, "You always make me feel bad," try saying, "I feel hurt when you criticize me in front of others." I statements promote ownership and encourage a more productive conversation. Be specific about your feelings and needs. Instead of making vague statements like, "You're not there for me," provide concrete examples. You could say, "I feel unsupported when I'm stressed about work," and you don't ask how you can help. Specificity helps your partner understand your perspective and avoid misunderstandings. Choose the right time and place for important conversations. Avoid having difficult discussions when you're tired, stressed, or rushed. Find a quiet, private setting where you can both focus on the conversation without distractions. Section 5. Nonverbal communication beyond words. Communication extends beyond words. It's not just about what we say, but how we say it and the silent messages we send through our actions and expressions. Our body language, tone of voice, and facial expressions convey volumes. These nonverbal cues can often reveal more about our true feelings and intentions than our words alone. In fact, nonverbal cues often speak louder than words, especially when it comes to emotions. A simple gesture or a change in tone can completely alter the meaning of a message. Paying attention to both your own and your partner's nonverbal communication can enhance understanding and strengthen your bond. It's about being attuned to the subtle signals that can indicate how someone truly feels. Positive nonverbal cues, such as maintaining eye contact, leaning in, and using a warm tone of voice, can create a sense of connection and trust. And using a warm tone of voice, these actions show that you are engaged and interested in the conversation. Convey attentiveness, empathy, and affection. They help to build a safe and supportive environment where both partners feel valued and understood. These cues signal to your partner that you're present, engaged, and care about what they have to say. This presence is crucial for fostering a deep and meaningful connection. On the other hand, negative nonverbal cues like crossed arms, avoiding eye contact, and a harsh tone of voice can signal defensiveness, disinterest, or anger. These signals can create barriers and misunderstandings, And a harsh tone of voice, these negative cues can escalate conflicts and create emotional distance, can signal defensiveness, disinterest, or anger. When these cues are present, it becomes difficult to communicate effectively and resolve issues. These cues create distance and hinder effective communication. They can lead to feelings of isolation and frustration, making it harder to connect on a deeper level. Being mindful of your nonverbal communication can help prevent misunderstandings and foster a more positive and loving environment. It's about creating a space where both partners feel heard and respected. When your partner is speaking, pay attention to their body language and tone of voice. These cues can provide important context to their words and help you understand their true feelings. Do they seem open and engaged, or do they appear closed off and defensive? Are they speaking calmly, or do they sound agitated? These observations can guide your responses and help you navigate the conversation more effectively. Or do they appear closed off and defensive? Are they speaking calmly, or do they sound agitated? These cues can provide valuable insights into their emotional state. Or do they sound agitated? Recognizing these signs can help you address underlying issues and respond with empathy and understanding. These cues can provide valuable insights into their emotional state. By being attentive to these signals, you can better support your partner and strengthen your relationship. Similarly, be aware of your nonverbal communication. Are you sending messages that align with your words? Consistency between verbal and nonverbal communication is key to building trust and clarity. Are you sending messages that align with your words? If your body language contradicts your words, it can create confusion and mistrust. If you're apologizing for something but your body language screams defensiveness, your message will likely be lost. It's important to ensure that your nonverbal cues support your verbal messages. Your message will likely be lost. Aligning your verbal and nonverbal communication ensures clarity and authenticity. This alignment helps to convey sincerity and build stronger connections. Aligning your verbal and nonverbal communication ensures clarity and authenticity. When your words and actions are in harmony, it creates a powerful and genuine form of communication that can deepen your relationship.